and we can start with Danielle. In your opinion, what are the major skills and experiences required for your career?
All right. So from a skills perspective, I'll start with adaptability. I think that's a given. You're always on the fly. You're always having to change. You have new challenges thrown at you. Adaptability for sure. Second is open-mindedness. I think that is not just how in the way that you operate, but maybe in the people you're hiring, maybe in the approaches you take to clients or who you're willing to take on as a client. So open-mindedness, I think, helps in this industry. Creative thinking is a given, but that's more so from like a problem solving standpoint, right? Everyone may be framing the problem one way, but if you have, if you're really strong at creative thinking and problem solving, you can actually reframe the problem and look at it a different way. Time management and prioritization for sure. That's very clear, as Jillian was kind of giving some examples on now. Communication. So of course it's the communications industry, but it's really that interpersonal communications, right? When it comes to team members and clients, knowing how to communicate effectively to them, depending on the situation, is really, really helpful. And if you don't have that skill, you'll be forced to kind of learn it as you go. Otherwise, things just will not work. And last skill I would say is resilience. Especially if you're on the entrepreneurship side, a lot of things will go wrong. You will lose clients, you will lose team members that you want to keep. You'll, the business itself may not be doing as well as you hoped. But if you don't have that resilience, you won't keep going, and you won't make it through to the next hurdle. So I would say for sure those are I think that was 6 skills that I would say. When it comes to experience, I'll just add that I think a lot of the things that prepared me for this career was all the work I did in the nonprofit space, really being on the ground, talking to people, learning how to fundraise, learning what causes and issues were important to people, and just the actual hustle, right, of putting in the time and effort to hopefully build something great. That's an experience that really helps. So if you don't have your own organization, of course, get involved and volunteer if you can with a charity or a nonprofit. Not just maybe on the day of volunteering, but maybe in some of the planning, so that you know what goes into it and what some of the considerations are. I think that's a really helpful experience to have. And also working on the client side. So if you are in the agency world, know what it's like to work within an organization. That's a great experience to have, to understand, what they're going through. Empathy is very important in this industry. So if you can picture yourself in the client's shoes, things will hopefully work out even smoother.